everyone. Welcome into Comic Book Women. We are very excited. We have an awesome show. I know I say that every week, but this week it's definitely true. We are covering Scott Lang, aka Ant-Man. We got the full crew here and we have a lot to cover. So I'm just going to jump straight into it. Before we get started, actually, no, we'll save that for the end. Make sure you stick around to the end because there will be some giveaway information. And if anybody wants free stuff, let's kick it off. All right, let me rearrange you guys. Jen, we'll start with you. Scott Lang. I mean, why? This is cool, right? Did you saw the recent trailer? How are you feeling about it?
I think a lot of us have a foreboding. That feeling of foreboding. But I'm excited. I really like Paul Rudd, especially as Ant-Man.
Agreed. Sarah?
Yeah, I'm excited. I love the Ant-Man movies. They're a little bit lighter than some of the other Marvel Cinematic Universe. Unfortunately, kind of some foreboding. It's gonna get dark.
I love how you're like trying not to spoil anything. You're like,
No,
she's like holding it in.
Haley, you're up.
No, I know. It's like, yeah.
I feel like I always underestimate Ant-Man movies. Like every time one is dropped, I'm like, oh, it's like, I don't know, it's gonna be like a whatever film, and then I end up like liking it so much more. So I feel like I'm just kind of keeping that like frame of just being like, I'm not like so excited about it as I have been with other films. I mean, I'm really excited for King because I really like Jonathan Majors. But yeah, I'm kind of just like, whatever. But I'll probably go see it opening night, to be quite honest. So all that is to say, like, I will be there opening night seeing this.
See?
I'm pretty excited for this one. I think Ant-Man is like one of my favorite movies.
Yeah.
Out of all of them, and also, I mean, come on, Paul Rudd, like hot. That he wasn't he the hottie of the year.
So 2 years back, he was like people's sexiest man alive,
right? So you can't go wrong with him. And then with the other guy, what's his name? The Hispanic guy. I forgot his name.
I love him.
Yes, Michael Peña. He did amazing on that movie. He's hilarious. I have not read any of the comics of Ant-Man. I don't know, for some reason it didn't appeal to me, like to pick them up and read them again, because I don't know, Marvel. I was not such a fan, I guess, but we'll see. Maybe from tonight I might change my mind and I'll want to pick up some books.
Normally, you and I are on the same page too, Lucy. I'm not a huge Marvel reader, but there are some amazing storylines in here, especially if you're into like quantum physics and you like the idea of time traveling and going to like these parallel universes. It's pretty fascinating. What were you going to say, Jen?
Round of applause for Nimesh for the super chat.
See, we're like off track. Thank you so much, Nimesh. We appreciate you very, very much. Guys, again, any of you out there watching, we definitely appreciate the super chats and any support of the channel. Oh, quick shout out to Cover Price, our sponsors. They'll be showing, or we'll be using all of their data throughout the show. And shout out to Bird City Comics. We have not one, but 2 8 Billion Genies launching this week. So stay tuned on our Instagram tomorrow for all the exact details. All right, let's keep moving. We have a show, guys. We have a show to get through here. Let's start with stats. So obviously, we already said we are covering Ant-Man, aka Scott Lang. Sarah, why don't you handle the skills for me?
Yeah, his skills are shrinking to ant size or giant via PIM particles. He can shrink and grow other objects. Attacks reflect original mass despite small size. Masters in electrical engineering, and he is like the top of the line skilled burglar. So
very cool. Stats, Jen.
Okay, so this is taken from a couple of different places, mostly the trading cards, right? So it's from like the Impel 1992, Flare, Upper Deck, and Skybox from 2021. It ranges, and a couple of them are a little bit different, which is weird for the first time, but in the red, it's Scott Lang when he's in the suit versus without the suit is just in white. So intelligence is 4 out of 7. Not up. We're not saying it. It's from the trading card. Fighting skills go from 2 to 4. And then the reasoning behind that is when he can shrink down and do moves that he normally can't do because you're big and it's cool and it's neat. And then strength is 2 to 5. Speed is 2 to 3. And then powers are 3. Thoughts?
So he's obviously like chilling with all these red blood cells. What is he riding on?
Is it
That-
Is it a cell?
and the bottom? Which one?
The
bottom
bottom
right.
right.
The bottom right.
The cell that he's riding on. But what type of
Like,
cell
looks
has
like
furries?
it.
It's got like, what's it called? Villi? My medical people out there. Or
What is he in, like a
bio-
fallopian tube?
It's a baby. It's a baby.
Like, what is he riding on? Somebody in the chat will have to tell us.
I
'Cause
think
that's
it's
like
maybe a white blood cell.
white blood cells don't look like that. They're not all furry.
Is it a virus?
A virus, maybe. That's true.
It's not a white blood cell. Brooklyn, come on. Did you do like 7th grade science? There's no way that's a white blood cell.
You never
I'm
know.
gonna be feeling really bad if it is.
Not see-
Not in your
not-
blood.
You're like, do you even go to
Like-
school?
Come on.
That's what
Come on.
It's a
Listen.
mitochondria. How's that? Is that right?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah. You forgot to say that, Jen. You see,
Yeah, right. We should do a disclaimer.
disclaimers.
I like
Yes,
Disclaimer.
that's shown on the picture. Not reflect the opinion of the comic book woman. They are just for trading cards. That's what Jen says. That's why.
Wait, do you really? Okay. Does he really teach? Does anybody know if Florida Brooklyn teaches science? Is that true?
I don't know. It's hard to believe him.
I don't know either, but he's always busting my balls, so I'm gonna bust his back. It's not a white blood cell. You're crazy. All right, let's keep moving. All right, first slide of the night. Jen, why did we include this?
So this is the first appearance of Scott Lang in comics. And we included the page from 1979. Sarah, who was the two people who created Scott Lang?
So Scott Edward Lang was created by David. Is it Michaeline? Did I say that right?
David Michelini?
Miklo from Vatos Locos Forever.
Michelini. He's created and co-created. He is the writer of many others besides Venom, Carnage, and War Machine. Bob Layton, which he's worked on Hercules and Iron Man, and he's also the co-founder of Valiant Comics and also the legendary John Byrne. So some heavy hitters again, creating this cool new character. And by the way, this is Ant-Man number 2. There is 4 Ant-Men. And
Yes.
I was gonna say that about to Lucy, like Hank Pym is kind of like not a good guy. He's kind of got a rough past. So
Maybe we'll cover him later.
two, right, Jen? Part 2. So yeah, so if if you're looking for something to read, you got 4 Ant-Men to pick from.
Who's your favorite? All
You
right,
see, it's
Haley.
hard. It's hard to just pick up a book. Like, there's confused.
Was like, which
Dawn.
Ant-Man are you gonna get? I feel like this is really cool for it being his first appearance in comics. You're seeing a raw for about very fine go for $42 and still like a slab 9.6 a higher grades like 150. I feel like it's really hit or miss when you find like comics that are like the actual where it's like the first appearance of a character, whether or not they're like in costume or not. I feel like they can really range in terms of price, and it's cool that this is not like totally out of the price range.
Yeah, I'm really surprised like how much it is like to be his first appearance. You will think like this will be more like a raw will be at least 100, like for that good of a to be that great. But I really like the cover, so I think I would have picked it up even maybe if I didn't know it was his first appearance. I would have picked it up probably because I like that cover.
Okay. I was reviewing the Mark Brooks cover from the previous post. I think it might be a spike protein, Brooklyn.
I
We'll
like
find
how
out
you
for the
wouldn't let it
show.
go. It's
I'm
not
not
a
gonna let it
white
go.
cell.
I'm gonna find out what that thing is. It's such an odd looking cell.
It is. Okay, Laura Jane says, since I won the LOTLB giveaway, can I donate some decal books to give away here tonight? Jessica Jones, First Hip Hop, and Vampirella, Trial of Souls, limited to 250.
Are you serious? Hell yes, that's a killer giveaway.
Well,
Can I participate? Can I be
yeah.
in the chat?
Sorry. Well, since I already have the wheel ready from last week's that we were gonna do a giveaway, we can do that. I mean, and you know what, suckers, for not commenting, you won't be able to get in. We keep telling you guys to leave a comment or answer our question at the end of the show to
That's a
enter
killer
our
giveaway.
giveaway. And I'm gonna share my screen real quick, so you guys can see there's not that many people. And Jen, you better not tell me
They hate us, Jen. They don't comment on our stuff.
I know. What's up?
Thank you, James.
Yes.
You definitely should
don't
come. You got such a good chance of winning.
look at
That's
you,
crazy.
the people that like
Jessica's gonna win. I'm calling it. Jessica's gonna win.
Jessica.
That's what I said. Jen, you better not say anything because I want her to win. Just because Jen doesn't want her to win.
We're doing it now?
Yes, because you guys
too
don't no, she doesn't. Because you guys don't, we keep telling you to go and leave a comment and you guys don't do it. So it's your fault. So,
I don't think
Chris.
everybody suckers. I love everybody.
Huh?
Thank you.
You said mama, so that me for not letting you for not commenting. So you guys, if you guys want to be, have to enter the wheel, make sure you guys stick to the end of the show and give you our question so you guys can yes, you did. You're in our wheel. So you see, some of they do listen.
Let's do it, Lucy. Spin this bad boy.
So, like Mel would say, let's spin this muffin wheel.
Do it. Yeah.
I'm not.
And this is courtesy of James, which is so incredibly nice.
Just
Oh, thank God.
Hey, you see, for listening. So if you could please message James. He's on Instagram. Let me see, where is his comment at. That's how you will find him, I think, right, James? I think they will be able to find you like that. Find him on Instagram, give him a follow. Yes. He has an amazing collection too. So, but yeah, so remember, stick to the end of the show for our question for next giveaway.
That was just like karma right there, huh? He's like, I listen, smiley face, then he wins.
Yes.
That is fantastic. The universe is in your favor. Let's keep going. Jen, what do we have here?
We have Marvel Premiere number 47 from 1979. And then on the right-hand side, it's the UK version of this. Now, granted, UK will sometimes break the story up. So it's this and then the next team up, but it's team up number, gosh darn it. It's from 1980.
You have this. Yes.
Well, dang it. It's UK. It looks like a newspaper.
I would be helping you, but I'm looking up cells right now. So I'm a little bit preoccupied, Jen. You've got to know this.
Yeah, what?
Cells.
Oh, it's team up number 15.
Ah, perfect.
It's team up number 15 from the UK.
Sorry to interrupt you real quick. Yes, Chad, like Laura said, to help us with the algorithm, because since we're a smaller channel, we will get buried too. So if you guys leave us a comment after the show, you guys are really, really helping our channel. So
it makes us look special to YouTube.
Yes.
They're like, oh. Yeah.
Well, so usually we'll ask a question at the end or in the middle, like your favorite Ant-Man or Scott Lang moment, if you think Paul Rudd's gonna die or not in the movie, like, and then, but we used to do, we'll still do the intermitted if you're live and commenting, right?
Maybe. We'll see. Sarah, what do you have to say about these two?
These are really cool. So with Marvel premieres, this is really important because this is actually the first appearance of Scott Lang as Ant-Man. It's also the first appearance of Cassie Lang. It is also the first appearance of Darren Criss. You know, we know him as
Cross.
Yellow Jacket. Did I say is it Chris or Cross? Darren Cross, right?
I think it's Cross.
Okay.
I don't like that they're going to make him MODOK. I don't like it.
Why?
I wanted Patton Oswalt, to be honest. I want Patton to be, because like the show was not that great, but I was like, redeem, you know, let it be a little bit funny, but I also wanted to say too about this comic, you know, it's the origin, and if the storyline is actually very similar to the movie, so some things are just a little bit different. The reason why Scott went to steal the suit, I know in the movie it was, you know, it was their last heist because they thought there was money at Hank Pym's house. In the comics, it's actually because Cassie needs heart surgery. The surgeon that's performing the surgery actually gets kidnapped, and you know, bada bing, bada boom. He goes and he steals the suit, and he saves, you know, he saves the surgeon. She gets her heart surgery. He turns himself in, and kind of just similar to the comic or to the movie is that you know, Hank and Scott start working together. So
seems really undervalued, don't you think, Haley? Like, look at the pricing.
Yeah, I mean, especially for the origin and such a, I think, really epic cover for the character. You have very fine going for like $117. It's a bit on an upward trend with the latest recorded sales value for a CGC 8.5 for $230. When you see like a most common slab for a 9.4 is like a little less than that. But I still feel like for like an origin, for him being like actually like in his costume and seeing him as like, you know, Ant-Man, that's kind of crazy. But I feel like he's just like a really undervalued like superhero in general. Like when we were talking about the movies, even in the beginning, it's like, oh yeah, we really like it, but it's not like Captain America or like, you know, like how people feel about like the Winter Soldier or something like that. So I feel like this, you know, makes sense. And the UK super cheap last recorded sale value of $20, but I'm sure it has to be really hard to find in good condition. Jen, like you were saying, it's like a newspaper kind of paper and it's split into two. So I'd be curious to see what like if there's anyone who owns like a really nice copy of that one.
I like the cover because he's on the cover. Is this his first appearance on the cover too, Jen? Or yes?
Yeah.
As Ant-Man? Okay, that's pretty awesome. And that, like you were saying, Sarah, like I was watching like that, I like how it's a little bit different, like what they show in the movies and what it's on the comics. Obviously, it's a different. And I wish they would have done a little bit, I guess, more to the. I would have liked to see like how it was on the comic. But then obviously it's gonna be something like longer of a movie. But if they could do like a little like a side story or something like that, like how, you know, on Disney Plus before, like, I don't know, I would have liked to see that.
Cool. That's a good idea, especially if you get the right casting. That could be really fun.
Yeah, I would like to see that.
Well, also like what I thought was cool too, well, kind of going with Lucy is so when Scott gets out of prison, he actually works for Stark Industries.
Yeah, that's another thing, like how he was hired as a security, and they don't really say like how he's really good and kind of, you know, he's a smart guy, kind of, you know, like they don't show any of that stuff in the comic, right? Like it's mostly on the movie, but no, yeah, they don't show.
He has a master's. He has in Brit,
like
electrical engineering. He has a master's in electrical engineering.
Brit's like the Wizard of Oz in the background, just chiming in these valuable
pieces
of information.
We were gonna the stats slide, and then it was too long. So it's like, well, we'll just
you know,
like
they don't, but you see, like they do show that on the movie, but that would be cool, like if they show like how where he was working out before it, why he went to prison, this like clarify why he was in prison. Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
And then just real quick, there is if you can't do 20 or the 100, there's a True Believers of that came out in 2018 for $5.
Very good.
Anyway.
Moving on.
So Marvel Premiere number 48 on the left from 1979, and Iron Man number 125 from 79 also on the right. It's the second and third appearance of Scott Lang as Ant-Man.
All right.
Cool. I've been looking for was it the Invincible Iron Man? Because it doesn't have kind of like a tie to Armor Wars. I mean, I've been kind of building that collection. But yeah, it's Tony Stark kind of recruits Ant-Man because some of his technology has gotten into the wrong hands, and he needs to find out why. So, but yeah, look at how groovy Tony Stark looks in that white tuxedo. And that was like that Farrah Fawcett hair, like, yes, all the way. So I would definitely
Those are totally flared. It's a flared tuxedo.
Right? I'd like to see that come back.
Anything but like low-rise jeans, I'm okay with. Just don't bring back the super low-rise where there's like a zipper that's like half an inch. Do you guys remember those?
God.
Did we talk about this?
Yeah, we talked about this before.
I feel like we did, but like they're coming back. I saw the runway the other day, and there's like all these models and these super low-rise jeans, and I was just like, oh, it's happening.
With whale tails? They should all have whale tails. Then that's true homage to the 90s.
Oh, no,
Okay.
Well, to jump back onto Ant-Man, I feel like this is such a fun character, like to invest in, because it's just as affordable. Like the second appearance and third appearance, I mean, not the best grades, but fine. Averages are like $9-11. Like you could probably find a pretty decent grade and a better copy for a little bit more. And even the slabs, if you were looking to have them graded, it's like the 9.6 for $150 or 9.8 for $104. That's, just, I feel like so much more feasible than we see for some of these other characters for a second and third appearance. So this is really, really cool. And I love that Iron Man cover. It's just like has so much action going on. I love the suit. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I agree with you. I really like that. Like with you guys, I really like that cover. And this one, okay, I don't remember the name of that character, the one on the looks like cold looking guy. But is this when he breaks into the Scott that doesn't know? He's looking for the doctor to do the surgery for his daughter, right? Is Sarah? This is the one, I think. That he fights this guy, and because he's trying to break the doctor so that he can do the surgery for his daughter. You see, this is something that I would have liked to see again on the movie, like that he's trying to rescue the doctor, and then like how he becomes a little guy, and since he's not good at fighting, he gets knocked out, and then when he comes back, he regains his conscience back. Like he fights him again, and finally he's able to kick his butt. But I thought it was cool that it shows that. Oh, because he wants the hearts, right? Because this guy has been getting hearts of homeless. That's why he's like that. Because he's getting something happened to his heart because he's like a workaholic, and he did something to his heart so that he can keep up working at the same rate. His heart can work at the same rate that he wants to be working, but he has like some kind of problems that it's not working very good, and that's why he
Damn, Lucy,
like
you're just dropping knowledge tonight. What the hell?
Today I wanted to look. I did look more.
No, that's perfect. That's good.
But
they could do it when they when they reboot it, like, or when they do another multiverse, like another Scott Lang from another
Yeah.
verse.
Oop, Jen, you're freezing.
Oh wait, yeah. I thought it was me who was freezing. I was like,
No,
is it
it's
me?
Jen. She's back now, sorta.
Okay, yeah, yeah, or like like I was telling, like they can do like a little mini, I don't know, like on Disney Plus, to tell like before, like I don't know, a little bit before, but but they do show when he becomes Ant-Man, so the story is not gonna add up. So I guess yes, Jen, like another like the multiverse to show, because he got the suit to, because he breaks into the house, so he gets a suit to go. But yeah, I don't know, it would be
There
cool
you go,
to see a
guys. You got to
little.
fill in all the blanks out. You can tell when we are like passionate about these things. Let's keep on cruising though. Before we move on to the next slide, please give us a thumbs up if you haven't already. It definitely helps the algorithm. So does commenting after the show. And win-win helps us out, helps you out, because it gives you a chance to win the giveaway at the very end of the show. So stick through it for the entire thing. We're almost halfway. So let's keep on moving. Jen, what's up next?
We're not halfway. We're on slide number 4 out of 16.
Shut up, Jen. We're halfway. They don't know that. Only we
Okay,
know that.
On the hour.
Halfway. That's not lying.
The hour.
Almost.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. So Micronauts number 20 from 1980. It's included because of the microverse and Ant-Man, Scott Lang, and now we have the quantum realm. But then I was like, wait, don't get ahead of yourself. Just, it's a cool, interesting cover that pays like tip of the hat to Micronauts. And on the right-hand side, it's Avengers number 221 from 1982. And granted, he's not in the story; he's only on the cover. But it's more to represent that people assume that Ant-Man was an Avenger very early on, but he wasn't, and that's not until slide 6. But
which we'll get to.
Sarah's favorite, yeah. But Sarah's favorite, She-Hulk, joins the Avengers on this one. So
Yes, yay! I love me some She-Hulk. Finally, right?
Yeah.
These 2 comics are amazing. I'm gonna hit you guys with some movie knowledge. I'm not gonna. I'll wait. I found something out. I'll tell that big one later. But so what's really cool is first, they wanted to go with the Hank Pym storyline instead of Scott. Yeah, so because like I said, he's not kind of a great guy. Also, if you see it, there's a little red chair in the first movie, and that was the first thing that Hank Pym shrunk. So it was a little homage to that in the comics. So I thought that was kind of cool.
It is cool. I like that.
I really like these 2 covers. I love the one on the right mostly. I love the fact that you get Dazzler and Spider-Woman, so I want that so bad. And I feel like, in Jen, correct me if I'm wrong, especially for the Micronauts, like, you could really find this in a back issue bin. Like, I feel like every time I'm looking through back issue bins, I'm definitely seeing the Micronauts, or like, I know we have like ROM coming up, and that is reflected in the prices. So for like fine copies or even very fine, you're seeing like $7. So I probably wouldn't spend too much more than this if you're picking it up for raw.
Yeah, I really want that one on the right. I just added to my wish list. Like, I've been adding every time, like, since because I know, like, we talked about this. Whenever if I go hunting, I'm gonna go blank. So I need a list of the stuff that I been that I want. So I've been adding, like, I use, we're not sponsored by them, but I've been using CLC, and they have like a wish list section. So I've been adding it to that, which CLC, come on, sponsor us.
Shameless plug, sponsor us. Where are you guys?
Saying, I mean, throwing it out there. But yeah, I've been adding it. I just like added to my list because there's like a bunch of them. So I just added, like, from that run, I added like 4 covers that I like. So I just
You guys are all wrong. Micronauts is the way to go here. If I had to pick between the two, I don't care what the market's saying. The Micronauts is so badass. That's the cover I would go with personally.
I like that She-Hulk's in the cover. That's what in Spider-Woman. Those are the main things that's why I like this cover. But I don't know.
Dazzler's cool, although I've been
the post cereal.
I love Dazzler.
I don't know much about Dazzler to say that.
Haley, Caster, who's gonna play Dazzler? And I've heard rumors about something that's gonna blow your mind.
I know.
I haven't looked. Is she coming even into the
Sarah.
MC?
That's what I heard.
Some rumor. Okay, Sarah, what's
Taylor
the rumor?
Swift.
Yes, Taylor Swift playing the Dazzler, and it's like
I don't know that I love that, to be honest, because I don't know that I'll be able to separate Taylor Swift from you know what I mean? Like when you someone is so iconic in some ways where you're I just can't see you as playing a character. I'm just gonna see it as Taylor Swift on screen.
Like Ed Sheeran in Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Crickets. Nobody knows what I'm talking about. Ed Sheeran.
Yes. I
feel like it'll actually take me out of the universe in some ways.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just
maybe somebody different, somebody new, somebody that you don't know.
Yeah.
Margot Robbie. Margot, I think she would be
Harley Quinn.
Margot
Robbie.
I feel like you can't do that.
You can't have Harley Quinn.
Older.
I also feel like she's too. I think you need someone a little bit younger than Margot Robbie, and I don't know, but not Taylor Swift. I don't want Taylor Swift. But
she is long and lanky.
I do like the way that whoever, I can't remember who played it on that other movie. She was on that for a second. Which one was it? I can't remember which one.
Give me a
Maybe we'll do a Dazzler show, and then we can talk about Dazzler.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Sorry, Jen.
No.
That's my cue. Gets back on track.
I know she's
Ant-Man.
giving you faces.
Look,
She's been giving you faces
So Laura, shut up.
Well, look,
That's up next. Sorry,
so
Jen.
this is slide 5. This is
I want my
Avengers
socks back.
23.
My Batman socks back. You lost your socks.
This is I like the socks. This is Avengers 223 from 1982, the year before I was born. And it's a classic. Ed Hannigan has been homaged I don't know how many times. And then on the right-hand side, and they did movies, is ROM number 58 from 1984. And it's just to kind of show that Ant-Man has been in many different titles, but ROM is one of them. And in this, ROM and Ant-Man use the pin particles to go down to get into the Earth, and it's a whole this thing. But it's a nice tip to ROM, even though I know the rights are kind of up right now for who owns them and what's going on. But,
Okay, Sarah.
That's the one.
Yeah, and I've seen that the Avengers cover, that's such an iconic cover. If you guys don't know, they kind of homaged it in Captain America Civil War. That was the part where they're fighting each other in the airport or on the airport or on the tarmac. And I've seen this one so many times, in my grasp, but I never pick it up. And I should pick it up.
for how much do you normally see it for?
Oh, super cheap.
When I feel like the picking it up for super cheap, you can see both of these for very fine. The Avengers, obviously with Hawkeye, it's not surprising that it's $14, and one on the right for $6 for fine for Raw, and the slab $90. That's so cheap. I feel for a book that it's a little bit older. I hate the ROM cover though, I gotta say, so much. But I love the one on the left. I love the Avengers cover. I feel the Hawkeye, and it's white. It looks so good. Yeah, that's how I feel about it.
Well said, Lucy.
Yeah, I did add. That's funny. I didn't even know this one was next, and I did add it to my wish list. I do like that ROM cover, actually. I do. So you're wrong, Haley, because it is
okay.
I like it. So it's nice. And for those,
we need to create a graphic that says Haley's wrong, and then have it flash across the screen.
Poor Haley.
No, she likes it. That'll be perfect. And we have one that's Laura's lying. something like that. Before we move on, Lord of Brooklyn, I looked up a bloody white blood cell, and I think it actually might be a white blood cell.
Really?
Oh my god.
I'm not positive, but it's possible. I'm just putting that out there, Lord of Brooklyn. Moving on. All right. Interesting.
So this is Avengers. Okay, when you're looking for it, it's sometimes tough. You have to type in the Avengers or Avengers, but it's 62/477. It's from the third series from 2003. This is when Scott Lang says yes to join the Avengers. Yeah, in issue 57, Cap asks him to join. But in this issue 62, he says yes. And on the right-hand side, it's from 2004. It's the same line.
But this is going to blow your mind, guys.
Right?
Okay.
So the Avengers 85/500 from the third series again. Some people type it in as Avengers Disassembled, but it's these two, same series, same line. And in this issue, Jack of Hearts, because of Scarlet Witch, explodes, and then Scott Lang perishes. But so yeah, I would say read this. There's trades and stuff, but yeah, we didn't include.
But that's a key.
I mean, he comes back via time travel. Does that count?
I don't know. That's getting kind of fuzzy.
Because it's comics, right? Nobody dies. Everyone comes back to life.
But is it coming back to life if it's time travel? Like when Ahsoka dies in that temple, and then Ezra goes in through the world between worlds and pops her out. Like technically, she still died.
If you change your timeline, that's different. If you're in a parallel universe, that's different. If you're going back, you're in a different timeline, different stream. Think Sheldon.
When it just branched off, though, right? Like we learned in Loki. Anyway,
but you'd have to die in order to go. Yeah, I don't. Okay, sorry.
Yeah. So, Scott Lang dies in that Avengers 500 or 85, depending on how you're looking it up.
Quick pause. Comics and Chaos is in the house. That is a brand new channel from our friends Phil, One True Nerd King, and Rage the Theo. Guys, if you're not following them on Instagram, please do. And they just started this channel. Very excited for you guys. Hopefully we can get you some more subs, but their content is solid so far. So you have my recommendation to hop over there and give them a follow, give them a sub. I think they earned it. Where are we at? Sarah, you're up.
Wait, hold on, Lords of Brooklyn. I said it's a white blood cell before you even said it was a white blood cell.
Ooh, are we back on this debate? All right, let's just
fighting you.
So let's just
go back here. So Sarah called it before Lord of Brooklyn. Then Laura said Lord of Brooklyn was wrong. Did some research, said that Lord of Brooklyn might be right, which doesn't make you right. You might be right. So
I was shocked because I was right.
Lucy, you're
you have to go back again, watch this again to see who's right. Just saying.
And comment on who was right.
Yeah, I'm okay saying Sarah's right. I don't know if I could bring myself to say Lord of Brooklyn is, though. That just feels wrong on the tongue, right? All right, Haley, you're up.
I love these covers, both of them, and I really do love the Avengers Disassembled. These are definitely both things that you can find in back issue bins. You know, wouldn't pay more than like, $4 or $5 for these. I'd probably see if you could get them for even less. Like, I feel like I've picked up a lot of the Avengers Disassembled covers for like way cheaper. And yeah, they're just incredibly affordable and really fun covers.
Oh my god, I had like some facts about this Avenger the same. I can't even pronounce it. Disassembled.
Disassembled.
There you go. and it was with Scarlet. I think Jen was saying a Scarlet Witch, and it was a
Yeah.
little bit darker. Like, and I was cooking while I was
So
listening
good.
to this, and I was like, oh my god, this seems like so dark. So now, like, this is something that I won't want to read. But it is Avengers, and it's Michael Bendis, isn't it? Oh, is it who is it?
Mhm.
Michael? Yeah,
Michael Bendis.
so he does write some good uh what is it called, stories, which I think it was, oh no, it wasn't him, never mind. But yeah, like, so this was, if it's a little darker, I like that stuff, so I need to check it out.
Audie, don't you dare go to sleep. We're almost halfway through. Jen, what's next? We're almost halfway, guys. Just hang in there.
Yeah, this is FF, the second series, number 16. This is the last comic in that series. It's by Matt Fraction. The cover is by Michael Allred. This is technically it's a video, and I've seen things range. The cover A has all these characters like everywhere. Blah, blah, blah. You even see, like, there's just so many people. It's crazy. But the ratio is maybe 150. Is just a little less. It's the main four in there. And in this, Scott Lang battles Doctor Doom. And
you froze at the perfect time. You were like this. That was a good freezing moment.
And then,
all right. Sarah.
Sorry. And then on the right is Original Sin, number 6. It's a 1 in 50 by Delato.
That's a Delato, really?
That's beautiful.
Huh. I wouldn't have guessed it, though. I wouldn't. Maybe. No. Sarah?
Yeah. So this Fantastic Four number 16, again, like Jen said, this is written by the wonderful Matt Fraction. Hawkeye series. He wrote the Hawkeye series with David Aja. And this was also done by Carl Kessler, and he also did Adventures of Superman, Harley Quinn, and Hawk and Dove. And this actually, like, you see now a new Fantastic Four team, which you can see on the cover, which includes She-Hulk, Medusa, The Thing, and Ant-Man. So
the Thing.
Miss Thing. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Miss Thing.
I love the Delato cover. That's gorgeous. These are both incredibly affordable comics. Again, as we're seeing with the stats, I am not super in love with the one on the left, but Matt Fraction is really awesome. I enjoyed the Hawkeye run that he did. So I think that's definitely like worth checking out. I've actually never read any of the Original Sin, but I always see them in back issue bins, and the covers are always really cool. So if anyone like really hardcore recommends like that run, let me know, because I'm always skeptical because there's just like always so many in back issue bins. But they always look so pretty.
I don't know what you're talking about, Haley. That cover on the left looks like they're about to drop like a sick ass.
But I'm always wrong, Lucy. So
yes.
What did we expect?
So I don't know. No, I think I know why you didn't like it, because that kind of bothers me a little bit, and like the way that concrete, like it's just too like, I don't know. If it wasn't there's so much, it would have been better, I think. I don't know. Like, is that partly why you don't like it, or I don't know.
I don't know
the style.
It's a style for me. It's just not a style I love.
Yeah, no, I think that just that part, like, I understand that, like, in top of the building, and like he's, like they're kind of hanging or whatever, but it's just like, or I mean, it's kind of good. There's a little remark right there, something, little ants going up, something. But the one on the right is pretty awesome. Yeah.
All right, so there you go. Not one my favorite Delato, to be honest, but definitely get the omnibus if you haven't read Original Sin. It's not bad. It's not my favorite. Has anybody else read Original Sin, the series? No.
I'll add it to my library list.
I feel like that just tells me but I don't really need to read
I
it.
heard it was really good, but
Kidding.
It's not bad. It's a little bit slower than some of the other series that I've.
Oof.
It's not bad. I would still
Okay.
I would add it in there just in case. All right, let's keep going. These are kind of interesting. Jen, what do we have here? We adding some foreign into the mix.
for the guys
so we
who
had the
don't watch
foreign
the show.
back on the UK from number 2, but the other foreign. This is Ant-Man from 2015. It's the Mark Brooks cover, and then you have the Panini on the right. Lucy, how do you say that?
Segundas oportunidades. Hombre hormiga.
Mm.
You're welcome. De nada.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Lucy.
I like when she says like it in
We
Spanish,
all like when she says it.
right? Hombre olvido.
Ahí.
Right? So this Ant-Man #1, what's really cool about this is this actually I believe, doesn't it coincide with the same day as the teaser trailer for Ant-Man, the Ant-Man movie? So I think that's really cool. It's like, hey, 2015 Ant-Man, and here's the movie, the tease, so I thought that was really cool.
Agreed.
And then for the stats, we don't have anything for the foreign comic, but for the #1, again, back issue bins, like $2 for $3 for near mints, $2 for last recorded sale, and then a 9.8 is $32, which is crazy because I'm pretty sure that's as much as it costs to submit the book for a CGC rating, if not actually
Probably less at this point.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's
So
a little
if
bit
you're
less.
just like an Ant-Man fan and then also enjoy this cover, which I think this is a pretty cool cover, just like seeing the different, like the movement in it as he's like getting smaller, I think that's really, really fun. So
See, if Josh, International Comics, was here, he could tell us how much Hombre Omega was going for, but of course he doesn't watch our show, so we won't know.
Dang, we're busting on Josh, and he's not even here to defend himself.
Oh, I
right,
met
next
with him to
cover.
tell him. I'm like, I'm talking
These ones, I think all of us are going to have an opinion on, and hopefully the 50 plus some of you watching right now will have an opinion as well, because these are two very different covers, but they kind of hit in a certain way. Jen, why did we include them?
Covers, because this is on the left, it's the same Ant-Man from 2015, but it's one of the variants. And then on the right, it's Ant-Man, same series, issue #3. It's the Katie Cook variant. But on the right, it's on the left. Sorry, it's the Andy Park movie variant.
I like them both, but I think if I had to, because I'm a Scotty Young fan, I like the ant farm. That looks so adorable. It's cute. So and for like $2, like come on, I've never seen this cover. Has anybody else seen this?
No,
like
never.
And it's white too, so it might be kind of dirty.
Right.
It's fine.
I really don't like the one. I am so sorry, Sarah.
Did you ever have an ant farm, Haley? Like, did you ever have one growing up?
Absolutely not. Why would I ever have an ant farm? Like that there's nothing that
I have an ant farm. They're so neat. Like, I'm gonna get you one. That's your birthday present. You're getting an ant farm.
I would cry if you said that to my doorstep. The one on the left,
a little tiny baby one. Look at the little ants.
I don't want ants in my home. Even if they're trapped. Even if
they're going to be building tunnels.
They are trapped in this little thing. No, set them free.
Quantumania, Haley. To them, this is a whole universe inside that little container.
I refuse to believe it. But I love the cover on the left, and as we can see, last recorded value is $12, so it's obviously the better cover.
All right,
a little bit pricier.
Raise your hand if when you see a little anthill, you kind of walk over and just kind of kick it a little bit.
You guys just like small little animals?
No? Have you not watched Ants? Have you not watched Ants? They work so hard.
Oh my gosh,
no, they work so hard.
You know what? Okay, Jen, you know what? Before I watched it, I used to do that.
I'm with Jen.
Not anymore,
Then you watch
because
Ants and
I
you're like,
love that
oh, I
movie.
can't.
Yes, they work so
It gives
hard.
them purpose.
Damn
Now
you,
it's like, oh, okay,
grasshoppers.
now they
You
Now
are
they
a
have
grasshopper, Laura.
What?
You're
All right, you guys, this is not the topic right now, okay?
Yes.
You're getting
You're
off topic.
monsters. There you go. Now we're getting.
I'm a
off now.
monster. I'll admit it.
You sickos.
Sarah's like, yeah.
Tappy tappy of their anthill.
That's
no?
why I was like,
Okay.
I used to do it. Not anymore, because I yes, yeah, exactly. Grasshoppers over here. Yeah.
You guys are all lying. You all do that.
I
You
said
have
I
to.
did. I did. Not anymore.
Why?
I did. Not anymore. Now I walk around it. So
Okay, at least you didn't do with those other kids that were really, really bad with the magnifying glass. That like hurt my
Oh,
heart.
that's cool. Yes.
Or
I
the
don't know.
I
kids
feel like
who,
that's just like sociopathic behavior.
Right.
What are you
yeah.
talking
Laura.
about with a magnifying glass? What do you? Oh, like so
bad
you burn them?
kids.
Laura's like, how can I actually?
Right.
People would burn ants.
Yeah.
With magnifying glass, but those are bad kids.
See,
Don't
that's
do
just
that.
mean. That's
Yeah.
not nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
What was
I mean,
horrifying was I love fireflies, and then I was at 4th of July, and then they like when it glowed, they squished it, and I was like, and then like it glowed on their hand, but I was like, you killed the anyway. Ant-Man.
yeah.
Sorry.
Trish is on my side. She takes them out. They're worse than termites. She's like, nope,
Oh my
not living
god.
here.
I really like. I like them. They're cute. I really like the one on the right. It's cute. I like the little drawing. I like it. It looks cute. Like I don't know.
Looks like a little kid.
Is it Scotty Young-ish?
I don't
It's Katie Cook.
That's what I was thinking. I'm like, who? I don't think he's the. It's who is the artist on this? I'm like
Katie
trying
Cook.
to see. But
Katie Cook.
oh, Katie Cook. Okay. I thought you said Kitty Bug. I was like, what? Yeah, I know. It's a kitty. In the one on the left, I like on the Ant-Man, the letters, like the word that you can see the little ants, and you can see him sending on it. It's pretty cool. I like that too. And you can see
All
the
right, so
levels.
guys, if you're just joining, we are covering Scott Lang. Haley wants an ant farm, so we'll get
Absolutely
her one.
not. Absolutely not. Anyone
Bad.
comes up to my house, you're on my
It's okay.
bad
We'll
list.
get you one. We'll get you a little like. What about like a little roach
evil laugh
compartment
from
where you can have
Lucy.
little roaches that live in
Oh,
pouches and stuff?
I
gross.
would
People do
absolutely
that.
not. Laura, we would never be friends ever again. Anything like
Yeah.
that.
What about
Yeah.
a worm farm?
Oh, gross. No.
And we have a worm farm. We have a
We're never-
worm farm downstairs.
I would quit the show.
What do you mean by that, Sarah?
So we like compost our like food that we don't use, and we have an ant farm downstairs. They do their stuff and they give me soil for my garden.
Wait, did you mean worm farm?
Worm farm. Yeah. No, did I say ant farm? No, worm farm. Yeah. Worm farm.
See, productive, Haley.
Yes.
There you go.
They make soil for me.
Yep.
I'm gonna get, Haley's gonna
I
get all
just
these
got chills.
It's gonna have nightmares.
Then let's keep going. What do we have here? Annual Ant-Man. Why did you include this?
So it's from 2015. This is David Marquez cover, and it is a Scott Lang and Hank Pym story. I recommend reading. And then on the right-hand side, it's Ant-Man Last Days. It's the manga variant by Q Hayashida from 2015 also. I figured also covers Curious. Go.
Yeah, again, this annual came out around the same time that the teaser trailer for Ant-Man, the first movie, came. And I believe Jen, we were kind of talking about this in the background, is that this story is kind of both Hank and Scott working together. What's cool is like, in the movies, he had a security business, I think it was called XCon Securities. In the comics, it's not so like, you know, not a different name. He just calls it Ant-Man Securities. He actually has put security surveillance in the Avengers mansion, so he's hooked up the Avengers with his security knowledge. So yeah.
And for these are just like some affordable covers. It's like the last few ones that Jen was showing us here for a near mint, $11 for the annual. We're even seeing like a raw for kind of like a fine going for $6. I have to say these covers give me the heebie-jeebies, and I would never buy them, like even if they were $1. It's just, especially the one on the right, there's just like no way I want to go through my collection and see that. Like,
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Yeah, Haley, I have to agree with you on this one. Wow, I'm agreeing with you. I do not like that. The one on the right, it looks pretty gross.
Takes a lot for you to agree with me too.
Yeah, I'm like, no, but no, seriously, like, the one on the right, I do not. It looks pretty gross. But I can't look at.
But you like horror. You like horror.
Yeah, but like, see, there's like between like that and like just gross stuff that will gross me out. Like, I can't. Like, there's some stuff that I, especially when I'm eating, like, I'm very sensitive. Like, things like they will gross me out and my appetite will just go away. And this is something that I will see this and I'm about to eat. Like, my appetite will completely go away. And just wait a couple seconds and I'll be okay to eat again. But
what do you think, Laura?
About the art?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Meh. They're both meh to me.
Okay.
Yeah. Neither of these are like, oh my God, yes, I'm going to buy that immediately. They're both okay. But we have more coming up that I don't feel that way about.
Yeah.
For example.
Yeah.
So this is Astonishing Ant-Man #1, the hip hop variant by Mark Brooks, and on the right hand side, it is Astonishing Ant-Man #5, but it's a 1 in 20 by Michael Cho from 2016.
I love this hip hop. Like, oh my gosh. If I could find it, which I probably won't, but so if you guys don't know what this is homaging to, it's homaging to the wonderful, fantastic rapper Notorious B.I.G. Ready to Die. So I love this cover. I just want to find it like for $2 and be like happy about it, but I doubt it.
This is one that brings joy to you when you see it.
Right?
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen any of the hip hop covers ever in the wild for the most part. I'm always having to like get them off of like Whatnot or eBay or like trading for something, and it definitely shows in terms of like just near mint for $26, which I would say for like for the hip hop covers that feels like on the lower end, especially with the black, just because it could definitely like those are so easy to get spine ticks on it. And I really love the one on the right as well. I think that's just like such a fun cover, and that very fine for like $3. Like that's such a cool cover. I really really like it.
Yeah, I remember seeing this the when I first got into comics with this. And it wasn't, I don't remember being they came out pretty good. Like, it wasn't damaged that or anything like that. They were in pretty good condition for having that dark cover. And I remember we didn't get that many, so I wasn't able to get this. But because I knew what the cover was. I really like this. The one on the right, it kind of reminds me of those like posters for like the old school movies, like back in the day movies, like the horror movies and stuff like that. So I really like that one too. But yeah.
Hands down, the hip hop cover. Hands down. I mean, that's such a neat cover. Again, the homage is perfect. If you've seen the original album, you'll get it. I remember these being around a lot, and I didn't. Or actually, I should say at the time, Anthony and I were doing mostly like Facebook live sales. So we sold a ton of our hip hop variants because they sold like wildfire. And now looking back, I wish I had held on to some of them, but it was like food and water at the time, so we had to pick one or the other. Although if I could go back, I wish I would just stash a few of them away. There's a Vision hip hop cover that's really, really well done. A couple Jenny Frizen covers, which I think we've covered on previous shows. If any of you out there collect hip hop covers, I would love for you to DM me and show you your collection, because those are badass, and there's so many really well done ones.
Oh, I really want the Lauryn Hill one.
Right? That's Jenny Frizen.
I thought, and I thought I had it. I could have swore I bought it, and I just can't find it. I don't know.
There's another one that's really good. I'm trying to think of it. I think it's a Shuri cover. No, maybe it's a Riri cover. Jen? Riri did a hip hop cover?
I think we covered it on the Riri show.
And it was Missy Elliott, yeah. And that's another one that I was like, oh, I wish I would have got that. It was right there, and I didn't. Yeah.
Right? How many times as collectors do we sit there and just kick ourselves for just not holding on to things or not?
It wasn't cover price. I think it was like $15, and I was like, I ain't covering much. But that's again when I just got into comics. So
yeah.
All right, let's keep going. Up next.
Okay, so this is Astonishing Ant-Man number 11 on the left from 2016. So this is the first time we've ever actually done price stats like this on a comic before. So this is actually from Celebrity Authentics. It's really hard to find data as far as what's the print run. I'm assuming it's 3,000. And so Paul Rudd had a deal, 9.8s. You can see the price, and then the with no price. Now the thinking is that they must have ordered the 3,000, whatever was 9.8, they kept, and then had it slabbed and signed by Paul, and everything else that wasn't in less. So you're seeing like near mint minuses and VFs go for the other price. So I think that it was very strategic on their part, but it's hard to find like actual like what they did, because I don't know. What do you guys think about Paul Rudd's signature?
Sarah, I'll let you go first.
All right. If this is from the movie, yes. But if it's just like, Ant-Man on the cover, no. That's how I kind of feel.
Isn't
like
it? It's him on Antony.
Okay, then yes. Then yes, all the way. I would have him sign it. But yeah, that's how I kind of feel about it. Like if it's a movie cover, if it comes from the movie, then yes. But if it's just like somebody, whatever cover it is, and you want him to sign it, I personally I wouldn't do that. So, but that's just me.
Haley.
Yeah, I think I agree with Sarah. I feel like it just like feels a little bit cooler if you can get them to sign like a kind of like movie tie-in issue. I think like unless like I'm getting it signed myself, like this issue, and like I'm going and having that experience, I'm not spending $500 like on this. Like I think if you want a Paul Rudd signature, I'm sure that there's something out there that's like outside of this realm that like, because I would feel like you're getting it because you really like Paul Rudd, not necessarily because of this specific issue. Yeah, and like it's just such a like discrepancy in terms of price, just like for like the signer, not discrepancy, but like I feel like out of probably all of the Ant-Man covers to ever exist, this is probably like not the most like exciting or best one either. So yeah, a little underwhelming.
What's some movies?
Is it?
Oh, it is. It's a movie. It's a movie.
Here's the thing. It's not.
I think I need him with like. If you're gonna do the movie there, I feel like I need him with
his face. Yeah, show his face.
I need his face. Yeah. That's what I. Yeah, not like a.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it should be like like with him off, with the helmet off, or just something like some kind of like iconic scene, except for him riding Anthony.
Well, I think this one it is like, I think it, like Jen said, like it is part of the movie because you can see the bullets and stuff like that, but you can't really see him because of you can't see his face again. But yeah, like you guys said, it's the same. I wouldn't, and it takes I feel like buying them like that, it takes away from that experience. For you getting to see the person in front of you and getting them, the
But people do
signature.
it with, like Todd McFarlane, like when during the
That's what I was
pandemic,
gonna say. Yeah, but you see, like that for me, like I don't understand. Like, for me? It's like, what's the point? You're not. Yeah, you're getting the signature, and then I guess to flip them or whatever. But if it's for you for your collection, wouldn't you want to see like them, whoever it is, if it's a comic book artist or whatever? Like it have a deeper meaning, to collect them than, because like me, like I don't like to get them graded, so I know like that it was signed for me, I don't know. It's just me.
Shoot, and I forgot the one on the right hand side is Ant-Man and the Wasp for 2018. It's by Mike Deodato.
Yeah.
All right, we're about halfway. Let's keep going. Jen?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 slides left. So Ant-Man and the Wasp, Living Legends, from 2018 on the left, this cover A, and then Giant Man by Dale, Kwan? It's the variant on the right from 2019. You can see all the giant men, and there's Ant-Man and the thing, so yeah.
Yeah.
Sarah's all pass on both.
Yeah, I mean, like if it's a cool story with Giant Man, maybe, but like, but you know what? I'll give you a little movie trivia to I don't know, make you happy. So for the first movie, they actually tried to get Rick Moranis. Like if you guys don't remember Rick Moranis, he was in Ghostbusters, but he was also in Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. They try to get him as a cameo. But if you guys don't know his kind of backstory, his wife had died of breast cancer, and he actually quit acting and to raise his kids. So, but I heard I mean, I don't know if they tried to get him for this, for the third movie, but I thought that was kind of an interesting piece of trivia that, they tried to get this. I think it would have been cool, like him writing a grant or something like that.
Haley, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids is this movie where he shrinks
I've seen
his
it.
kids. Okay. Just in case he shrinks his kids. And it's like they're tiny. Okay.
Oh, poor Haley. We love you, Haley.
You really have seen Honey. Have you seen Honey, I Blown Up the Kid? Or I Blew Up the Kid?
I Blew Up the Kid in Vegas. Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you seen that one, Haley?
No.
The second one?
No.
Yeah. That was.
They blow up their toddler and he's like, rah.
Mama.
Yeah. This is horrifying.
Yeah.
So back to these covers.
Point for Haley.
There we go. I agree with Sarah. I'm very underwhelmed, unimpressed by both of these, especially the one on the left.
Would you guys read them? Because the Living Legends one is an interesting read because it's.
If you told me that
is it a one shot,
I would read it. Because you recommend it. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
If that makes I would read it for that. Like I wouldn't be like, oh, I'm not going to read it because of the cover. But if we're talking about if you're kind of just picking on some Ant-Man cover buys, these aren't though the War of the Realms, I feel has, outside of this specific issue, has a lot of really cool Del Mundo covers that I've picked up. I own a decent amount of War of the Realm books for solely that reason, especially with the Thor ones, because I think that's who the artist was on. But yeah, Living Legends, if you say it's a good read, I'll read it.
Well, I mean, read it. That's more pressure. There are other ones from before. Like,
But I would honestly probably do like a Marvel Unlimited and then read this. Like, if you were like, oh, this is like worth reading, I'd probably do like it digitally than like going in and then it taking up space in my PC because I'm not like really impressed with the cover.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Lucy, anything to add?
Yeah, the one on the right, it looks like, I thought it was like, is it they're like looking into a washing machine, but no, it looks like they're taking a picture, right? Because Ant-Man is like ready for a picture. I don't know.
It's totally a washing machine. Let me see. It's a washing machine. All right.
Okay, so these are 2 promo comics. Dell Computers did the one on the left. The story has to deal with Dell and computers. I'm pretty sure they gave that away. It's 2018. I think it was at San Diego Comic-Con, but I'm not positive. So condition, when they give away stuff at conventions isn't always the best. On the right-hand side, that Synchronati, how you say it?
Synchrony.
Yeah, it's a bank. And so it has to deal, it's a bank heist. And again, it's a promo comic for that. So that story has to deal with that. But what I thought was really interesting is just having King in that story with everything coming up right now. But I can't find, I know it exists because it's in a few different places, but I can't find any sales data like at all.
Maybe nobody wants to sell him.
Or somebody
I've never seen it.
I was just gonna comment on Phil's like who buys Dell these? Is Dell still even around? I think so. But yeah. So I wanted to talk a little bit more about Paul Rudd. So here is my jaunting news is that so I looked up Paul Rudd's contract for Marvel. So he was slated for a 5-picture deal back in 2015. 3 Ant-Man pictures, which this one is the 3rd. And then he had 2 more Marvel pictures, which he has already fulfilled. So he's already done, which was Captain America Civil War, and Avengers Endgame. So yeah.
Is this his last movie then?
This is his last movie with him.
Maybe.
Wait,
contractually.
Wait, here's the thing. I know we all saw the trailer, and it looks like it's leaning towards, but it could be misdirection. Do you think misdirection, or do you think they're really like setting us up to be like?
I mean, he could come back. I mean, he was the voice of his head in What If. I mean, he could be in other realms if he wants to. But
maybe they can redo his contract. They, renew his contract.
True. But contractually, like, this is his last picture.
I guess time will tell. Guys, if there's over 50 of you with us right now. Make sure you give us a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. All of us have our tags for Instagram, with the exception of Jen, Comic Aficionado, over there. Didn't put her tag on, but make sure you're following us on Instagram, and let's keep going because we have a couple more slides, and then we're gonna do like a really fun qualifier for a giveaway. All right, then.
This is Ant-Man from 2020. It's the 1 in 25 Marcos Martinez cover with him and his daughter on the cover. On the right-hand side, it's Ant-Man, the variant from 2022 with Scotty Young, because I know you guys like Scotty Young. He has other, like Scotty Young. And there's other Ant-Man Scotty Young covers. Maybe I should have done that instead of the last 2. So now I have regrets. But yeah.
I will go with Scotty Young all day. It's super adorable. He's like eating that giant burger. Question: why does Ant-Man on this cover have stubble? Like, I don't like that.
Guys have stubble. Sometimes you're superheroing for more than one day.
5 o'clock shadow, baby.
Shave. I don't like it. I don't like the stubble, and I don't like that aqua Ant-Man. It really bothers me.
Does Henry have a beard?
Okay, so like Henry's the exception.
Henry, you better shave.
I can't stand it.
That is
Haley.
so funny. I'm obsessed with the Scotty Young cover on the right. It's just so cute. I mean, I love Elvis covers. So, also if you can get it for like under $6, heck yeah! I feel like that's totally going in the personal collection. The one on the left, like, I actually don't mind the stubble. He just like, I think it's like really cute that like Lost is taking a little photo, little selfie. That's adorable. Yeah.
It's his daughter.
Oh,
His
it's
daughter.
his daughter. It's Cassie.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna
We'll
say.
We'll do a Cassie. Yeah, we'll do a Cassie one, and then probably
Look at the
Lost and-
costume.
Yeah, because I was gonna say, I'm like, that looks like a teenager the way it's taking the selfie, and like he looks like a
That's
little
fair. You
more
guys are all
aged-
correct.
aged. Again, Haley is wrong. We need a little slice.
Shocker!
We need a slices. Haley is wrong.
I know, that's what I said. We'll work on that. Right?
Oh my god.
Yeah, no, I or one that says we agree with Haley. Wah wah wah. I just
Ah. Haley's like, I'm leaving the show. You guys are mean to me. I don't like you guys. I'm leaving.
This is it. I'm gonna get like ant farms in my mail. Like, absolutely not.
well, you already got some fun stuff, some penises in the middle. So yeah,
Oh yeah.
dude, I keep
Better than a
finding
penis farm.
I keep finding babies in my desk. I swear.
If you guys want to know what that's all about, tune in to our box opening Christmas Santa Secret Santa episode. Then you'll know what this is all
What we're
about.
talking about, yes. Yeah, like I like both of the covers, to be honest. I really like Scotty Young. Yeah, sure.
Aww. His voice was so cute.
My chips. He every time I buy like snacks for myself, like he always has to take them. Yeah, always.
Motherhood. You don't
Yeah.
get to eat.
Well, and sometimes I tell him like, no, those are mine. You pick something else, those are mine. No, but then I always give in and give him some of mine. Oh, sure, Dad. Just kidding. But yeah, I want this Ant-Man cover. It's so cute. I like both. I like both. He looks more like manly, like Ant-Man with a little. I like him.
All right, little confession here, Lucy. You're gonna like just destroy me over this. Remember, I told you I'd never had Velveeta.
Oh my god.
Yep.
What the heck?
I've
Yeah.
never had Velveeta ever, but I thought it was so odd because
Tragic.
it's a long story. But anyway, I've never had a Big Mac ever.
What?
I've heard of them, but I've never had
They're
one.
so good. It's so bad for you, but
Have you had
they're
a Whopper?
so good.
No,
I don't
They
like
also-
Big Macs. I don't like them. I had them. I do
you're
not
wrong,
like them.
Haley. You're wrong.
No,
Big
she's
Macs
gonna
are
say
awful.
now. Now she's gonna say you're wrong, Lucy. Now
You are wrong. You are so wrong. They're so good.
I always get a spicy McChicken
They're
or
my hangover food.
yeah,
Love it.
or just the cheeseburger. That's all with no pickles. I don't like pickles, but yeah.
No pickles.
What is wrong with you?
Those are like the best. If you go to Chick-fil-A, you get like extra pickles on your chicken, right?
No,
Your
I
spicy
said
Chick-fil-A I'll eat, but I've never had a McDonald's burger ever. Even when I was a kid, my mom didn't let me eat that.
I
Dang,
mean,
yeah, I've heard
your mom
you-
ruined your childhood, dude.
Not even a
I mean, it's all healthy, but like, damn. All right.
All right, so
Like,
Haley,
yeah,
I'm gonna come to
McDonald's
your
is
house.
healthy, but
I'll sleep on your couch, your beautiful green couch, and you got to get me like a bunch of Big Macs because I swear to God, this is
I feel
honest
like
to
you'll
God.
hate it because you
statement.
like don't
I've
eat.
never had one.
Do you even eat burgers? Like, if you don't eat burgers, then absolutely not.
There you go. Round of applause, Jen. Come on.
Thank you, Bruce.
a lot of Big Macs.
There
I've
you
never
go.
had a Big Mac ever. Not that I don't want to. It's just never really been a thing. So
Do you guys
anyway.
eat fast
Yeah.
food in general, or is that like just not in your
love fast
household?
food. Yeah.
No,
Mm-mm.
really.
Have you guys met my husband? He's like a gourmet chef. Like he makes me my own burgers with like organic meat and organic vegetables. And
I'm definitely
I'm
not
not
going
a
to be the person
scroll.
to take you to.
Brooklyn and I are gonna have to fight one of these days. We're gonna have to meet somewhere and like have this just. Mm.
Yeah, I don't no, I don't no.
Sorry, Joseph.
Mm.
I know. I'll have to do. Oh, how about this? If Haley will get an ant farm,
No, you'll just never have a Big Mac in your life. It's fine. I don't really care.
It's not the same
She's
thing.
all deal's over.
Just take care of it.
It's gonna be in Laura's obituary. I never had a Big Mac.
And then we'll throw one Big Mac inside the casket.
See, Trish knows. Trish knows. We've talked about this. I don't eat fast food. I just don't.
Two more slides.
And-
Two more slides.
I honestly
Continue.
Sorry.
Jen.
I'm sorry. We're so close. We're
Sorry. Sorry. Okay.
Okay, so Ant-Man number 3. Well, I mean, okay, it's fine. Ant-Man number 3 from 2022. This is a Tom Riley cover, and so this is the four-part series that came out. This is the one about Scott Lang. Puts him on the cover, even though his head's not really there. And then on the right-hand side, it's number 4, but it's the NetEase game kind of cover. But I recommend reading Ant-Man 1 through 4 that came out, I guess now last year because it's 2023, so 2022.
Jen's like,
I don't know why. I don't know.
exasperated sigh.
Wow.
Sorry for the Big Mac tangent, Jen. Sarah.
Yeah, like that was kind of pressing, the whole like Big Mac versus not eating a Big Mac. I like
Sarah,
barbecue.
keep it. Sarah, keep it.
All
How
right.
about Nearing Nirvana Friday?
We talk about food.
What is the best
whatever.
fast food? I like this Ant-Man number 3. I like I like that it's blue. I like kind of like the primary colors of it. It's really cool. I like it. I'm not so sure about the number 4, but maybe because like Lucy said, the little ants are crawling. So, but
Who's the
I go
artist
with
there, Jen? On 4? Who's the artist?
It looks like
it's the NetEase game cover because they did
But
the whole
it-
like Marvel Duel. Remember,
Mm.
like all came out.
but it looks like that artist. Oh my god, I have it right here. Can't think of his name.
But
though.
the number 4. So in this 4-part series, it goes Hank Pym, that black ant guy. I'm blanking on his name. Scott, and then the new Ant-Man that is of the future. But we're talking about Scott, so these are the Scott covers. And
Isn't his name like Zen, like Zion, or
no, it's like an M and O'Hara, or like M and O is what my brain's thinking about right now.
that's
Trying to
number
think of words.
3? Where's mine? There's another guy like I think it's like Zen or Zion or Zane something. He's like in another universe, but he's from like the future, like 2050 something or 25 something.
Okay. Yeah, Ewan's a great read. Joseph in the chat's mentioning that as well. It's not Inyuk Lee, is it? No. Inhugulate. No.
No, it's listed as the NetEase games variant. There's not like artist. Whatever NetEase.
I'm gonna try to
that's
find
the
it.
Artist. I don't know.
While Haley weighs in.
Yeah, I'm looking for it.
I really like the cover.
It
on the
doesn't
left.
look like
I just like
Indian
the
Wing.
blue.
It doesn't
No, it
look.
doesn't.
No, it's another. No, I can't think of the name. Damn it, it's in my head. I can't.
But I like both of the covers. I mean, I like the one on the left a little bit more. Just like, I don't know. I just really like the coloring and the design of it. But the one on the right is good. I don't have anything really bad to say about it other than, yeah, sorry.
I do like the one on the right. I really like it. I believe
It's
no,
Eric
it's not.
O'Grady is the other Ant-Man from the past.
Okay. It's not in your.
Sorry.
This is so annoying. I can't find it. Hey guys, anybody in the chat who can find it?
James,
think it
that's
is
what I said.
Inyuk.
No,
Huh?
James is right. It's listed as NetEase. It's the video game. art.
There's the art. Okay.
So there's
That's
no
a-
artist tied to that though?
Is that the name of
No.
the artist, or what do you mean?
Marvel did a bunch of these. They did a bunch of the game Marvel Duel covers.
No,
And it
no,
was
no.
all
Jen,
this
Jen,
from
Jen,
the
Jen,
game.
Jen. You're wrong. It's NetEase. They use video game art.
Yeah, but that's how they list it. They don't list who. Okay.
I'm just screwing with you. You already said that. I love you, Jen. Love you. Last but not least, so there you go, guys. We are officially at the end of the show, and you want us to tune in to the very last slide because we're going to have a giveaway that pertains to that. But before we let you go, what do we have here?
if you have nieces, nephews, sons, or daughters that like Scott Lang, but you feel like some of these comics were a little too mature, or the reading is a little bit teenage, right? But if you have little kids, like, oh, I like Ant-Man. Grew up Ant-Man, came out in 2018. It's $12.99. Then you have Ant-Man Golden Books, which came out I think like 2-3 years ago. It's $4.99. And then on the right-hand side, it's Ant-Man, the Saga of Scott Lang. It comes out this month, January 18th, this year, for $39.99. So that's, if you have a teenager that likes that, oh, I like Ant-Man, that Saga of Scott Lang is great. And if you have kids, the other two are affordable and cute.
Very cool.
I love these.
Britt,
oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
So you love what? No, because it's for the very end one. So.
I love these. These are so cute and adorable, and I love that you can get the next generation interested into Marvel comics. So, yeah, I love these. These are a great addition to this.
I think these are so cute. I always love like all of the little Marvel like kids books. So the Grow Up Ant-Man is so adorable. I bought a few of those for like friends who have like little baby kids. And yeah, baby so I think kids. These are cool. Baby kids. Kids. It's late.
I have baby kids. Lucy, do you have baby kids?
I do have baby kids.
I'm never coming back.
Yeah, I think they call those babies.
We need a T-shirt.
For Haley. Oh, Haley. Yeah, those are cute. If my kids will read, like I will probably get these, but I don't like to read. Yeah, hopefully Mariah gets into reading. But yeah, I think that one in the middle, like the little ones, they're like mini series that you can read. Those are cool.
All right, we went longer than we meant to, guys. Thank you for staying with us this whole time. About 60 of you have hung out with us the entire night, and we appreciate that so much. Make sure that you keep in touch with Nearing Nirvana on Instagram. We have multiple shows. Almost every single day we have content, with the exception of Sundays. But the rest of the days are filled. So Monday, we have Cover Lovers with Team Nerd Herd. We have Comic Book Women, obviously, on Tuesdays. Mondo Mail Call is on Wednesdays. Long Story Short is coming up tomorrow. Nearing Nirvana this Friday is going to be covering, and somebody mentioned it in the chat, AI art. And we will be having Trish Forstner on to weigh in. That's going to be an intense show. So come ready to be, I don't know, enlightened by all the different opinions surrounding AI art. And then Saturday, morning toy box. So if you're waking up bright and early and you have your bowl of cereal, tune in for that. And in the meantime, thank you to Cover Price for sponsoring the show. Don't worry, Jen, I got you. Okay. Make sure you use code Nerdvana14 for 30 days of unlimited membership for only 99 cents. Bird City Comics. Haley, what do we have dropping this week?
We have not one, but two 8 Billion Genies. One with Trish Forstner and the other with Tony Fleece. So I'm so excited, and you will actually get to see like the full covers tomorrow.
All right. Details tomorrow on that. Jen, anything to add?
Okay. So we're going to do this after the end credits, but Britt hid ants in the thumbnail. So we're going to show the thumbnail again at the very end. If you can't pull it up, some people can get screenshots of thumbnails, but find out how many ants there are. See if you can get the right number. Put it in the comments down below, and then that's how you get an entry into the giveaway for next week. Huh?
Ooh, I like it. Yeah.
But you need to get the right answer.
You have to get the right. If you're not right, then you don't. I mean, you can't be like 87. You gotta be right.
So if you're not right, then you're not entered. So you're just trying to guess.
Oh, what? No, don't guess. Actually count the ants at the end of the bloody show and then post that as an after comment, and you will be qualified.
And if you don't comment, I'm going to call you suckers again.
Yeah, don't make this count. An Ant-Man isn't an ant. You're looking for the ant, the little insect ants.
All right. I think we got it. Girls, Thanks for joining. Guys, thanks for watching. Guys and gals, thanks for watching. We will be back on Friday. Again, AI, artificial arts, could be covered on Friday, so make sure you tune in. In the meantime, thanks for tuning in. Have a good week.